Happy holidays, everybody. I have a little Christmas special, a festive treat for you today, if you will. It is a gift guide for the goalie on your list. Regardless of your budget, we're going to have something that's going to put a smile on your favorite goalie.
I am Goldberg, the goalie!
So we've got some ideas for goalies who are trying to keep or add muscle during the season. For goalies who are just super fans of hockey. Goalies who need to work on their puck handling.
There's a penalty now. He carried the puck over center ice. You can't do that as a goalie. Patrick's nuts.
Goalies who actually need a little mental break from hockey.
And the reaction from Tuukka Rask.
And if you're a goalie yourself, stick around because I've got a great idea for a gift that you can give your parents. Costs less than $30. There's something for every budget. So let's pitter patter. Let's get at her. Yes, that is our Christmas tree. Yes, it lives outside. This is the way it is. The tree is supposed to be outside. Now, if the goalie in your life has a little trouble keeping their muscle mass on during the season, it's a super common problem. And I think this is a great gift. If you are a sibling, sister or brother of a goalie, I think this is a fantastic gift. I think it'll blow them away. They'll be pumped. So I would suggest getting some protein powder, and let's just go regular protein, whey protein isolate. I like the Biosteel, and it's about 28 grams of protein per serving. This one doesn't have carbohydrate. Let's just go with that because this is good. They can use it anytime. Usually chocolate is a pretty safe bet. Biosteel, the vanilla, is actually really good as well. So, and if this is a bit too expensive for you, because this isn't cheap, it's, it would be around $40 or so. You can get usually smaller containers as well. So it's the thought that counts, right? That, but then also get a nice shaker bottle. I just ordered this one off of Amazon. It's the Healy Mix, and then the lids come in all different colors. And this one I've had probably for, actually I got it for Christmas, and I probably had it for like at least 2 years, and it's still in great shape. So that's a fantastic combo if you're on a bit of a budget for, your brother or sister who's a goalie. Another great idea, and this is a Vitamix blender. It's maybe a little bit over the top, but you can get like a NutriBullet, like a single serving blender. So I think Ninja makes one, and then like the NutriBullet was kind of the original one, but that's a great way to make, because you can put in frozen berries or ice cubes and make like a little smoothie, single serving, especially if your goalie is in college or something like that, living in a dorm, living with a billet, then that's fantastic because it doesn't take up much space. Zip up a little smoothie and get that protein and get it in the muscles. So it's one thing to get the protein into the muscles, but the other thing is we need to build the muscle. So if your goalie doesn't have access to a gym, or they just want to start like doing some extra workouts at home, then a resistance band kit is really good. Now this mesh bag is the bag that came with my Warrior knee pads. So I just found it easier, but you can order these kits, and I like the ones that have kind of this nylon coating. I've shown you them lots of times before. These resistance band kits, so that just has carabiners at the end, and then it comes with like handles. It comes with ankle straps, right? I also use this just to attach to like my power rack. It comes with handles, and it comes with a door anchor as well, so you can even like kind of close it in a door and use it almost like an adjustable pulley. And then it comes with a few different resistances of bands. So this is like a 20-pound band. This is a 35-pound band. And so I can snap, like if I need extra resistance, well, I can snap on the 20-pound band and the 35-pound band and give myself more resistance. So this one comes with 2 ankle cuffs, 2 handles, and 1 or 2 door anchors. I can't remember, but it's been good. And I even use these when I travel to camps and things like that, and they've been pretty good and durable. So again, it's just Amazon resistance band kit, and I always look for ones that has like a nylon sheath. Ho, ho, ho. If you are looking to start kind of a home gym that's a little bit more advanced, it goes a bit above and beyond the resistance bands, then this is definitely a bigger ticket item. It's something the whole family could use, and it will be really, really helpful, useful for years to come, and it takes up a lot less space than having a whole rack of dumbbells. But we're gonna have to go down to the lab so I can show you exactly what that looks like. These are power blocks, and they come in a pair. I just brought one over here. But what it is it's basically a selectorized dumbbell, both Flex also makes a selectorized dumbbell. I have a pair of those at our place in Quebec City, and they're really good too. I think if I was, when I had the gym, when I had Revolution Sport Conditioning, these are the ones I used, and they were very, very durable, you know, for 15 years of athletes in there training with them every day, and I had no problem with them at all. You can't drop them and things like that, just like you shouldn't really drop your regular dumbbells. But this set goes from, the handles are 5 pounds, and then it goes all the way up to 50 pounds. And there are little insert weights you can put in the handles that kind of slide in there that add 2.5 pounds each. So you can get some progressive resistance and get incremental increases. So it's not just like going up by 10 pounds at a time. And the way it works is you just slide this out and then underneath whatever color it is, and then you pick it up, and now I have 30 pounds now, and the rest of it just stays here on the floor. And then if I wanted to go to 20 pounds, then I just change it like that. So they're really handy. Some of the things, like it's a little bit hard to do, sometimes like a goblet type squat with a power block, but you can kind of find a way to make it work. So it doesn't, you know, imagine if you had every weight dumbbell from 5 up to 50 pounds, you know, that's going to take up a lot of space. So these are pretty convenient. Again, not cheap. The price wise, it's probably a little bit cheaper than buying individual dumbbells all the way up, but it's going to last you for a long time. So if you have a young goalie who's, you know, a teenager and they're getting serious about their training, it's a pretty good option. And if the goalie on your list is just terrible at puck handling, like someone we know, I hear this really helps. No, this is the green Biscuit. I think I told you about it last year as well, but it's really good because it's the size, the dimensions, and the weight of a puck, and it slides pretty nicely. You can get a little puck handling kind of mat if you go to any hockey shop or go on Amazon and just search puck handling mat. It'll come up with a little, it's not really synthetic ice, but it's just like a smooth plastic sheet that you put down, like a shooting pad. And that's fine. But if you have, even down here on the cement floor, if you have a spot like the garage floor, something that's smooth, it'll actually glide really nicely on there, and it lets them work on their puck handling dangle skills. But if you do get it, make sure they wear their glove and blocker to do that puck handling, because it doesn't really help if you're just like puck handling like you're a skater and then you get out on the ice and you've got your oven mitts on and you can't even hold your stick. So just a little tip. For the goalie who does not have access to regular ice or goalie coaching, then SenseArena is a great option. This is another big ticket item. It's a subscription. You need to have the Oculus Quest headset so that you can do, it's a VR training program. I've done a bunch of videos doing reviews that you can read all about it here, watch all about it here, I guess. But again, it's a big ticket item, and some people get, every time I talk about it, people get their knickers in a knot. They're like, well, it should be like $10. It's not a video game. It's a training tool, and they're upgrading it all the time. And if you think about the expense of renting an hour of ice, I don't know what it costs where you live. Where I live, it's like $125 minimum. Plus you add the cost of goalie coaching, then now you're easily looking at forking out well over $200, $200 to $300. So when you kind of think of it that way, that's something that you can go and actually practice goaltending, work on your angles, work on your depth, work on being set and square and making saves on real-time shooters. Again, it's not a video game. It's an actual training tool. It's a pretty good value. For this year's version of the Christmas list, I've tried not to duplicate. There will be a couple crossovers I feel like I talk about every year, but I'll post links in the description for the ones that I've done in other years, because those are still good gifts too. And if the goalie in your life just needs a little break from hockey, there's too much in the hockey, their mind needs a break. You can get them a nice musical instrument, guitar, maybe a harmonica. You can just fill the house. Some lovely sounds. Who wouldn't love that? It's peaceful, holiday type. Listen. Awesome. You're welcome. If the goalie in your life spends hours on the computer every single day, like I do, or they have a little bit of trouble winding down and getting a good night's sleep, then a pair of these blue light blocking glasses might be a good option. These are non-prescription ones. I actually have the coating on my prescription glasses as well. But when I'm working on the computer all day, or for the last few hours before I go to bed, if I'm watching TV or if I'm reading on my devices, I wear these. And I don't know if it's a gimmick or not, but I feel like since I've been wearing them, I don't wake up in the middle of the night as much, and I get a little bit better sleep. So these ones, the brand is Easy Peasy, and it's spelled I-Z-I-P-I-Z-I, Easy Peasy. They do have a website, but there's other, you can just go on Amazon and search blue light blocking glasses. Just make sure that you get ones that don't have a prescription. So there you go. Christmas sweater's getting a little. Is my hair perfect? Yeah. Hockey is fun, but sometimes it is a grind. And if your goalie in your life is going through a grinder right now, this is a great book called, oddly enough, Embracing the Grind. It is by Mike Valley and Justin Goldman. And it's a few years old now, but what they do is they talk to professional goalies, goalie coaches, who share their struggles and kind of how they manage to navigate their way through it. So this has Jonas Enroth, Ben Bishop, Curtis McElhaney, Jimmy Howard, Mitch Korn is in this. But it's really nice because sometimes as a goalie, it can be very isolating and you feel like nobody's gone through what you're going through. And this really reassures you, okay, this is kind of part of the journey. And it also gives you some tips and that you can say, hey, this is what they did to help them get out of that rut. And maybe you can try some of those. Justin and Mike have a couple other books called The Power Within, Power Within 1, Power Within 2, and they're fantastic as well, but you can order those on Amazon. And I told you, if you hung around until the end, if you're a goalie, that I'd have a great gift idea for the goalie parent on your list that is under 30 bucks. Let me go grab it. It is this one that is called, aptly enough, How to Be a Goalie Parent. And it's written by Brian Decord, who is the parent of Joey Decord. So he knows what he's talking about. Not just because he's Joey's dad, but because he has played hockey up to a professional level. He has coached goalies up to and including the NHL. He has coached thousands of goalies through his Stop It goaltending camps and programs in the Northeast US. So the dude knows of what he speaks. But it can be, as hard as it is being a goalie, it's pretty hard for goalie parents as well to sit there, and especially maybe if they didn't grow up as a goalie themselves. So this is full of really practical tips just to help keep you on the path, because last thing your parent wants to do, or as a parent you want to do, is kind of stunt your child's development. But sometimes there's so many things that you could be doing, you're not really sure what you should be doing. So, and they talk to some other goalie parents as well. So that's a fantastic resource on Amazon. Brian Decord, How to Be a Goalie Parent, and it's less than 30 bucks. So there you go. So there are some gift ideas. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, or whatever you and your family celebrate. I hope it's a fantastic holiday season for you. Take a little time, take a little breath. Sometimes the holidays can be a bit overwhelming. So don't be shy if you need to. Just take a book, go hang out in your room for a few minutes, read a book, relax, have a little time to yourself, and then come back and enjoy the season. It goes so fast, and then we're just back, on the treadmill again. So really try to enjoy it. Have a piece of pie. It's okay. You can have a piece of pie. I love you guys, and I will catch you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.